breaking economic crisis, the hidden cost of tariffs, and immigration policies. Are you ready for what's coming? Prices are skyrocketing, businesses are struggling, and entire industries are on the verge of collapse. If you've noticed your grocery bills getting higher, you're not alone. Today, we dive deep into the economic storm that's hitting America harder than ever before. Why are eggs reaching $12 per dozen? Why are avocados selling for $5 each? And why are store shelves looking emptier than ever? It all comes down to recent policies that are disrupting supply chains, increasing costs, and sending shockwaves through the economy. In this report, we expose the real impact of recent tariff increases and workforce shortages on everyday Americans. But that's not all. What's happening in the agricultural sector is even worse. Fields are going unharvested, businesses are panicking, and consumers are paying the ultimate price. Stay with us until the end, where we break down exactly what's coming next, how it could affect your wallet, and what you can do about it. If you care about the future of the economy and your cost of living, hit that like button, subscribe, and let's dive right in. The reality of inflation. What's really happening? For months, analysts have warned about inflation, but what we are witnessing now is beyond expectations. Prices of essential goods are rising at an alarming rate, and major financial experts are pointing to new tariffs as a key driver of these increases. Recent reports indicate that Americans could soon be paying $15 to $20 for basic groceries like eggs, milk, and produce. Even conservative estimates suggest that inflation is being underestimated. Some regions are already seeing extreme price hikes, with eggs reaching $9 to $12 per dozen. Consumers across the U.S. are sharing their frustration as simple grocery shopping has become a financial burden. And it's not just eggs. Avocados, a staple in many households, are now priced at $5 each in some locations. The impact of rising food costs is undeniable, and this is only the beginning. The cause? A combination of supply chain disruptions, workforce shortages, and new trade policies that are making imports significantly more expensive. The ripple effect on housing and everyday life. While grocery prices are soaring, another crisis is unfolding: the housing market. Mortgage rates are reaching historic highs, making it harder than ever for Americans to afford homes. Investors are growing increasingly uncertain, leading to volatility in multiple sectors. Experts say that uncertainty in trade and immigration policies is causing a panic ripple effect. When businesses fear instability, they hesitate to invest, slowing economic growth and reducing opportunities for workers. Major industries, from construction to retail, are struggling to adapt to these rapid changes. If the cost of living continues to rise at this pace, many households will be forced to make difficult financial decisions, cutting expenses, delaying major purchases, and adjusting their lifestyles to accommodate these economic shifts. The agriculture crisis, an industry on the brink. One of the hardest hit sectors is agriculture. In key farming regions, workforce shortages are leading to significant losses. Reports indicate that nearly 75% of workers in some agricultural areas are not showing up to work, leaving entire fields of produce unharvested. The situation is critical. Without labor to harvest crops, food supply chains are being disrupted, causing shortages in supermarkets and driving prices even higher. The economic impact extends beyond the farms themselves, affecting transportation, logistics, and distribution networks nationwide. This disruption is making it impossible for consumers to find affordable produce. Meanwhile, policies affecting imports are compounding the problem. With a 25% tariff on imported goods, the cost of alternatives is rising sharply, leaving consumers with fewer options and higher prices. The hidden costs of workforce shortages. The consequences of workforce shortages extend beyond agriculture. Industries reliant on skilled labor, from manufacturing to logistics, are also struggling, with many workers hesitant to return to jobs due to uncertainty. Businesses are facing productivity declines and operational disruptions. Many business owners are reporting that their supply chains are slowing, while others warn that if these trends continue, costs will continue to escalate. Consumers are already feeling the effects, and businesses are scrambling to adapt. Retail and supermarket struggles. Major retailers are also feeling the pressure. Reports from multiple cities indicate that store shelves are emptier than usual, a sign that supply chain issues are worsening. Supermarkets that once relied on steady shipments of fresh produce and essential goods are now struggling to keep inventory stocked. Retailers are also passing increased costs onto consumers, meaning that everyday products, everything from household essentials to fresh foods, are becoming more expensive. With fewer workers available to maintain operations, stores are facing higher costs, and consumers are ultimately bearing the burden. Trade policies and economic consequences. Recent trade policies are contributing to this economic storm. When tariffs increase, prices inevitably follow. As tariffs make imported goods more expensive, domestic producers also raise their prices to match market trends, pushing inflation higher across multiple industries. Even though these measures were introduced with the intent of strengthening the economy, they are having the opposite effect, creating an environment where businesses, workers, and consumers are all facing increased financial strain. The economic landscape is shifting rapidly, and the impacts are being felt across every sector. Consumers are paying more for groceries, businesses are struggling to keep up with labor shortages, and trade policies are reshaping the economy in ways that few anticipated. Looking ahead, there are critical factors to watch. If inflation continues to rise, purchasing power will decline, making it even more difficult for households to manage their expenses. If workforce shortages persist, industries that rely on steady labor, such as agriculture and construction, will face long-term disruptions. The real question is, how will policymakers respond? Will there be adjustments to tariffs to stabilize prices? Will workforce solutions be implemented to address labor shortages? Only time will tell. For now, the best way to prepare is to stay informed. Make strategic financial decisions, stay updated on economic trends, and be aware of how these policies are shaping the market. If you found this report insightful, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more in-depth analysis on the latest economic trends. Let us know in the comments, how have these changes affected your daily expenses? Are you seeing rising prices in your area? Stay tuned for our next update, where we'll break down even more key developments in the economy. Until then, stay informed, stay prepared, and we'll see you in the next video.